How's everyone doing today? My name is Derknomicon and I'm bringing another Skyrim build to your viewing pleasure. This is the Tsaesci. By definition, the Tsaesci are vampiric snake folk who reside in Akavir. There seems to be a lot of confusion about this race, mainly if they are humans or snake people. Many stories state that the snake folk ate all the human inhabitants of Akavir and enslaved goblins to do manual labor that they would deem unworthy for themselves. Other stories claim that the Tsaesci enslaved the humans of Akavir to represent their armies. Let me know down in the comments who you think the Tsaesci actually were. Like in my previous videos, there will be navigation links in the description for you to fast travel to a certain part of the video. Now onto the build itself. For role-playing purposes, I chose to roll with an Argonian. I sort of like the idea of there being a race of snake people in Tamriel. Argonians have the Hiskin ability, which allows them to regenerate health 10 times faster for 60 seconds. Argonians are also known to breathe underwater, and their claws do an additional 10 points of unarmed melee damage. For this build, we are also going to make the Argonian a vampire, to better represent the vampiric snake people of Akavir. Now let's talk about the standing stone you will choose. Once you step out of the cave to Helgen and make your way down the trail set before you, there will be 3 standing stones. Take the stone that represents a warrior to increase the leveling of all your warrior skills. After leveling for a while, I would recommend traveling to Markarth, and travel up north till you find the Lover Standing Stone. This stone will allow you to level up all of your skills gradually, but at a lower experience gain compared to those of the Warrior, Mage, or Thief stones. Since this character will be a vampire, it would be best to grab the Atronach stone for the later game use. This stone allows you to absorb 50% magicka thrown at you, best for fending off any fire damage. Also, you get plus 50 to your magicka pool, but at a negative 50% magicka regeneration. Now, let's talk about factions. You will strive to join the companions, for you crave battle at any given opportunity. I know what you are thinking, but there are a bunch of werewolves, how can a vampire be a companion? I understand your concerns, but I disregard them anyways. The Tsaesci gives no fucks and does what a Tsaesci wants. So first you will accept the werewolf curse, and then either purge the filth from your veins via the Witch's Head, or run over to Castle Volkihir and grab the Vampire Lord Blood once you start the Dawnguard DLC. And yes, you will be joining the Vampire Lords. You need to set some Tsaesci roots deep in Skyrim. Since you're going to be a Vampire Lord, you also need to satisfy your lust for blood. Head over to Windhelm and begin your journey to join the Dark Brotherhood. There you can kill and eat all you want, free of charge. Lastly, while on your spiritual journey of becoming the Dragonborn, you will come across some blades. You will join these warriors of Akavir and make them your slaves, per se. Now I'm going to briefly discuss the stats for this build. Since this build is a vampiric warrior serpent, I decided to put 20% into magicka, 50% into health, and 30% into stamina. This build needs to be tanky, quick on his feet, and still have enough magicka to keep him on his feet. Now onto the gear. I tried to make my Tsaesci look like he came from Akavir to come and begin making tribes to conquer Skyrim. After gaining access to your blade slaves, you will wear the armor of your conquered blood cows. After spending enough time in Skyrim, you can head over to Whiterun and ask around for the latest gossip. You will hear about the Jarl's son, who has been acting odd lately. You decide to investigate this further and receive the Whispering Door quest. Complete this quest and acquire the lovely Ebony Blade. This sword will absorb the life from your foes with every hit. This blade can also be strengthened with the Blood of Deceit, meaning murder someone who trusts you with their very life. At the end of the Volkihir Vampire questline, you can acquire a certain ring that will be beneficial for this build. The Ring of the Beast will grant the wearer a plus 100 boost to their health, and while in the Vampire Lord form, their claws will do an additional 20 damage. Lastly, we have the necklace. I chose to go with the Goldir Amulet, which gives the wearer plus 30 to health, magicka, and stamina. But you can go with the Amulet of Bats instead, which allows you your swarm of bats in your Vampire Lord form to slowly drain the life of your foes around you and convert it into health for you. Now let's see what skills a warrior of Tsaesci uses to best his foes in battle. In the two-handed skill tree, you will get all 5 of Barbarian, Champion Stance, all 3 of Deep Wounds, and Devastating Blow. Next, in the heavy armor skill tree, you will get all 5 of Juggernaut, Well Fitted, Tower of Strength, Matching Set, Reflect Blows, Fist of Steel, Cushioned, and Conditioning. Next, in the restoration skill tree, you will go from Novice to Expert, Grab Recovery, Avoid Death, Regeneration, Necromage, and Respite. Next, in the alteration skill tree, you will grab the Novice to Expert, Dual Casting, Magic Resistance all 3, and Stability. And lastly, we have Alchemy. You'll grab all 5 of Alchemist, Physician, Benefactor, Experimenter, all three, Poisoner, Concentrated Poison, Green Thumb, Snake Blood, and Purity. Let's talk about the companion that will be traveling with you. After defeating Alduin in the first battle on the Thread of the World, go talk to the Blades and they will inform you to kill Parthenax in order to proceed in the Blades. After killing Parthenax, you can then recruit 3 NPCs to members of the Blades. Choose whoever you want and then have them as your slave combatant with whom you feed off of when you need your pint of blood. There will be 4 main spells that the Tsaesci will use while in combat. Those include Grand Healing, Poison Rune, Ebony Flesh, and Paralyze. And so concludes the Tsaesci character build. I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and I thank you for watching all the way through if you did. I would also love to hear your feedback about what you thought about this build. Feel free to leave a like or a dislike, and please share this video with your friends or family who enjoy playing Skyrim. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.